How many of you are as hungover as me in that Super Bowl? I drank about this much booze. 101. I won't be drinking for a couple weeks. What a horrible game. I won't say the worst game in history, but... Oh. You ever take a shower and you need a water that bad? This is the best bread they got at the store for a couple bucks. You could probably get better if it's homemade or whatever, but this is some good stuff here. Hangover meal for $2 flat. No stove, microwave. Yeah, what a crappy game. Probably because I bet the wrong team, as you guys know if you watch my videos. So I'm going to have poor man's BLT and a hot dog. This guy does this. And throws a receipt over his shoulder. Doesn't say anything about life. Maybe that's what you gotta do, is you just can't say much. You just let the video speak for itself. Trying all new things. Hangover, this is a hangover meal for $2 today. I haven't done a hangover meal. Hot dogs get microwaved to make it easy. Yep. No stove. No nonsense today. No stove, no nonsense, no microphone. Not today. I know you guys all struggle with that same stuff. That's why I'm not a gambler anymore. Threw that money right out the window. Not even a game. I'm not upset about it though. It did its job. Meaning, I drank during it and whatever. Won't be doing that again. So I got these onions are a little, these onions always stay pretty good actually. If you keep them in a bag like that. It's got to be a week old and it's still, I didn't want a bunch of lights on today. It's still good. I got my bacon, toast. What do I got? Bacon, toast. Maybe try some new camera shots here. Check this out. I don't need much for yeah, that's probably all I need, right? For just a hot dog. Learn my lesson from last time. Maybe I should come. I need a thing, you know, like everybody else has, you know. Should I start spiking vegetables? I need a thing. Should I start spiking things? You ever just needed a water? I needed one so bad. That was great. Yeah. My demons got the best of me last night. I'm hungover. I'm sure a lot of you guys are hungover too. Why is it sometimes you grab a soda out of your fridge? I got an old fridge though, so. And one's really cold and one isn't. And they're right next to each other. And that's strange. But my fridge is really old. The new ones are probably better at distributing The new ones are probably better at distributing. Let's see. It's like noodles, you know, when you always think that you need more than you do, and then you onions are the same way, I'm telling you. I packaged this up real tight like this. I still got them, if nobody's seen my other video, which they probably haven't, I still got these twins dogs from last week. All packaged up nice. They're fantastic. Even in the microwave on a hangover day, they're fantastic, I'm telling you. They are good. I wouldn't lie to you, like the other YouTubers. If you go and get them, they're good. I really wanted to try the, they got Minnesota dogs from the hockey team, the Wild, and they're skinnier, and I wanted them, but these dates were 3 months further out, and I just thought, it's a way fresher hot dog. But I'm not disappointed either. I'm looking forward to testing those out, though, too. I'm looking forward to testing those out. So I got bacon. I still got some lettuce left over there. I got it. Like I said, $2. You do the math. I think so. The hot dogs were somewhere around $75 to $1 a piece. So you're talking probably $1. Lettuce is $1 a head, and I've used it how many times? You're talking a quarter probably. So that's $1.25. I'm only making one BL today with a hot dog, so I have double the. That's good enough, you know. So you're talking lettuce probably 20 cents or 25 cents. Onions 10 cents there probably when you break it down. Bacon's $4 for a pound. So you're talking. Okay, bacon's $4 a pound, so you're talking, I'm using only 4 strips, so I'm not going to divide it, but that's probably 50 cents. You're at $1, and I'm being just guessing, but I'm definitely under $2. Well, the Mountain Dew would probably get me. You could drink water, but the Mountain Dew probably got me. But ketchup, so yeah, $2 hangover meal if you got it. In chips, I don't even need any chips today, to be honest. Yeah, I got chips. And these are expensive. I still think I'm coming in under $2 with just a little bit of chips. I know I am. And you got to be careful when you're, you want your bread, take my word for it, you want your bread just done. Just brown. It's the best. A lot of times when I'm on here, I keep forgetting it in there, and then I don't pay attention. Hot dog about 1.5 minutes till it pops, and it's really good. So I've already eaten them this week. But yeah, just done, perfect, like that. I'm telling you, this is the way. It soaks up. It gets buttery. It soaks up the butter better. It's I don't know, man. It's the way. Sometimes I overcook it and it don't taste as good. That's one of the tricks of the hobo BLT. Keep that bread. Italian bread that I showed you is the best. And then you get that bread, you get that butter melting in on there like that right away. And minute and a half to that dog, it's probably going to spray oil everywhere. I should probably cover it with another one. I just put her on there like that and set her to 2 tops. And then what else was I going to say? You got to have your bread that when the bread's not fully hard, it'll soak that butter up and make it a real, what's the word? It does not soggy per se, but I don't know. There's a million words you can use, malleable, but I forgot what the actual word is to make like the term for. I'm supposed to be giving cooking advice here. What's the term? Oh well. There's always terms you forget on camera. But when something soaks it up and becomes one with the bread, you know? It really does. It's melting in there like that. Something about it just becomes just... I've seen crazy people put sugar on there. I won't, but I've seen it. And this ain't a perfect dog because it's a hangover dog. Look at that. Look at, oh man, you see that steam? It cooks like that. That's fine. I ain't worried about it. Are you? Then I got my bacon going in. 30 seconds. My dog's hot. And it's more like a sausage. It's a sausage company, so. But it's hot dogs you can call them. Some are, it's great when they're sausage. You want sausage, you don't want hot dogs. Hot dogs are made out of junk. I mean, I'll eat them. I'll eat Oscar Mayer's, but you get a real hot dog like this, all beef, and at least you're getting your money's worth. Well, you just tell by the way it looks, the dog looks, that it's all beef and everything. Simple. Yeah. I tried though, you can't take that away from me. Can't take that away. I tried YouTube. I gave it a shot. I always said I would. And I did. Nobody can ever take that away from me. Proof's in the pudding. I tried. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. I ain't got the look. I'm not I don't have that special quality or something. I was looking at these guys. I watched these. I laughed today thinking about this channel, thinking I watch, I don't know what you guys like to watch when you shower or whatever. You know, when the commercials always turn on to it at just the right time. I swear they got it set up where when it hears water, it puts a commercial on. And it's always one of them epic games for 3 minutes. And you can't get out there. If you're like me and you have a crack on your iPhone, you can't bring it around water. And then you're trying to get out and you're banging. Anyway, I was watching. I'm notorious for leaving the TV on in the background. I am. There it is. Look at this. Look at this. $2. $2, people. Besides the Mountain Dew, but that's a personal choice. $2. Look at this. I don't even need many chips. I always got too many chips. Throw some chips over there for you. Too many chips is too many chips just to make a video for no reason. You only need a little chips. You know, you always eat too many. I just give them to her so it don't matter. But. So I was watching this, I always watch financial advice in the shower. I always listen to it. That's another thing too, trying to find somebody that talks really loud. That's my biggest pet peeve. You ever go in there and you can't hear nothing because of the water and because somebody doesn't talk loud enough. $2. $2, how do you even beat that? Come on. I better turn the light on quick just so I can get a picture for the thumbnail. Roxy looks at me like I'm nuts. I am nuts, so I guess. $2. How do you beat that? $2. It took me 5 minutes, and there's no grease or nothing if you use the microwave. I've watched financial advice, and I sit in there and think, and this isn't political at all. I think they talk about the Dow Jones hitting 50,000 this week, and I sit in there and think, and I watch these religiously like I'm a big timer or something. Somebody explained to me why we even watch these videos all the time, and who's got all this money? Do you guys got $250,000 in the stock market? $1 million? And I'm watching these big time investment channels. How silly. And they talk about how the Dow's up big and doubled since, or 30%. And I just think, where are all these people with all this money that even affects? I mean, I'm sure some of you guys got money, but fantastic. Get those dogs. They're at Walmart. Oh. Never mind. Only if you're in Wisconsin, probably. I forgot it's a Sheboygan company. But, perfect. I mean, they say you want greasy food, well, for a hangover, so you got bacon, lettuce to help soak up the bacon, hot dog. What a pairing, you guys. I'm not making it up here. I'm giving you the facts. What a pairing. I overdid it yesterday, guys. I drank well past when the cows came home, or whatever the saying is. I watch these videos and just laugh. Big deal. So, people that are 70 years old are going to be able to go on another cruise then with the stock market. It's not going to help 30-year-old kids, 25-year-old kids, the people that need help the most. I sit and laugh. I watch the videos too. I'm like everybody else. But I just shake my head. Oh, the Dow's up to 50,000 this week. Like I'll be able to afford that. What? Who's got shares in the Dow? What? Nobody I know. Maybe a couple people. I'm not poor either, but you're talking, if you're invested in stuff like that, I guess 401k maybe. Which you'll never see again. She's lying. She's always hungry. Yeah. They had that senator was screaming, I forgot his name, about Social Security, screaming in Congress. They won't do nothing about it, but at least he was telling the truth for once, which I got a kick out of. I forgot his name. Screaming, if you would have just let them people, instead of having their money in them stupid 401ks, they would have had $5 to $10 million. Everybody would. You stole all of these people's money. They're screaming. Blew it on nothing. It's true too. At least he told the truth. I got a kick out of that. Nothing's going to be done. Houses in this little neighborhood, just in the last 10 years, it's not even funny, okay? They went from $80,000 to $100,000 10 years ago. 10. We're not talking high school 25, 20 years ago. We're talking in 10 years. Just 10, 9, 10, 8 years since I've seen it. They were selling houses for $80,000, and now they're selling them religiously for $300,000 for these little dump houses. They're 1,200 square feet over here. No garage. And I'm not talking just listing price. They sold them. I'm watching. The neighbor across the street runs a construction company. They're selling them for $300,000. No backyard. No backyard, people. $300,000. And then there's Trump saying the Dow Jones in the next 3 years will double. Well, the house prices are going to go right with the Dow Jones. Just say it's in our financial channel, but I really like economics. I've told you before. How are these kids gonna? These young people getting out, they're never going to get a home. These houses are going to be $500,000. I guarantee it before this economy collapses. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I mean, there might come a time that they keep saying that when boomers pass away that they're going to leave their houses to their kids and stuff. See, that's the wishy-washy stuff. I don't know. And that's going to bring up the... I don't see it bringing down house prices because there'll be a massive inventory. I don't see it. I don't. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. It's always kicking the can down the road. They never ever quit that shit. The cans never stop, though. I wonder what happens one day when the can can't get kicked anymore. What's going to happen? It's a really strange system, too, because what's really strange about this system is people don't realize that they're inflated. It's not hyperinflation yet. It's just inflation, but they were on a gold standard, silver, gold standard after that. They couldn't just inflate money like they can now, you know, and nobody's ever seen this in history besides other countries. And then people just call you conspiracy nut. It's insanity, people. When I was in high school 20 years ago, my dad had a house for $325,000 he bought it, okay? Huge. I think it was 4,000 square feet or something. That house just sold for $800,000. $800,000. And anybody that brings it up, they just call you crazy and a conspiracy theorist. I don't know how people are going to do it. It's ironic, though. What is really ironic about the whole thing that you're kind of in luck in a way is that when I moved in here, electric was $100 a month. You could live, if you put everything together, insurance, taxes, blah, 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 blah. I think I had it down. It was $400 a month or something. I'm just talking taxes. I'm not talking mortgages and stuff or whatever. I'm talking just living rent, just like stuff you pay for, like bills. And now it's so astronomically high that you're almost better off renting. You are probably good. I mean, unless you're really loud, you play the guitar and you have big instruments and you act like an idiot, like a bozo like me. There's probably some nice townhomes and stuff that have peace and quiet that aren't. People, you're talking electric bills, I'm by myself with fucking LEDs, and it's $300 a month here. My buddies with families are telling me $400. Crazy prices. $400. Insurance and you're talking probably people are probably paying $500 to $1,000 a month. I mean, we're not even adding in food. How do people even? Where do they even get the money to live like that? I don't know. Anyway, that's what I was thinking about because I was listening to this Asian guy that's a finance guy, and I was sitting there thinking, I'm never gonna have money like that. Never. Not that kind of money to be worried about, well, the Dow Industrial Average went up. Oh yeah, let me check my millions. Let me go put my Rolex on. But we all love it, don't we? We love watching the fact that we're going to be screwed for the rest of our lives and we're never going to. Don't know the Dow's at 50,000. That's good. It's really good. I eat it all, but I'm trying to leave her some. Because she's been a good girl. She's always good. She could cause me all types of trouble if she wanted. She don't. She's patient. She's really good at just doing her own thing. And she hangs out in that spot on the couch I showed you. I gave her her own recliner and she seems to love it there. All day. She likes to look out the window and stuff. Anyway, I think a 30-minute video would be a good idea for these little I'm just having fun. Just fun. This week I've been learning how to use AI just for the thumbnails a little bit to make them a little spicier. And that didn't work anyway. I'm really think though, deep down, that normal people are gonna it's cyclical. Trends are always cyclical, and I think I really think eventually here that small channels are gonna come back. Or I wouldn't be doing I'd be doing this, but I wouldn't be doing as much as I am, but I really think small channels, daily life stuff is gonna come back around. How many times can people just watch these crazy people making this stuff up and say the same thing? They sit across each other. Think about it. You watch these podcasts, right? It's the same guys go from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next podcast, There's really... You're seeing the same thing over and over and over. And thumbnails and big lighting, and they talk about... And then they go and they talk about the same thing. Like, one guy gets asked about one thing because he's popular that week. And he's on to the next podcast and he asks the same questions over and over. And he goes from the Paul brothers to this episode to Joe Rogan. There's nothing. It becomes just something that you're staring at because you've already seen them 100 times and they have no real value to offer. Some people do. Some people have a lot of value, but all these young kids that sit there and go, oh, and Dana White gambling, playing blackjack. How many times can you see the same thing? Aiden Ross and Dana White at a blackjack table. How many freaking times can you watch that over and over and over until it wears you out? One trend after another. I think people's lives are more interesting. I had a lot of channels I watch, and I really think it's going to come back. Like I told you, I watch this guy that throws the receipt. He uses his mom's kitchen, but he's cool. I showed you that guy. Even though they pick on him, that big guy in my last video, I showed you that Royce guy. These guys got 10,000 followers, and that's a lot, really. That's a damn near a side job. And I think people are just as interesting, if not more so, than these big channels. I can't remember the last time I could sit and watch a 3-hour Joe Rogan episode anymore. You're better off with the clips, You try, but people that tell you, oh yeah, I watch it. No, I don't know. Maybe there's people out there, but I mean, I'm just saying everything's wearing out, you know? Everybody's got the same spiel over and over. Just start naming them. Start naming the people. I do too, I guess. I'm just a human. I'm eating the same sandwiches and whatever and talking about stock, hangover. I mean, but at least there's different topics every day, you know? These guys go from one podcast to the next with the same topic, and it's just like, my God, everybody's got to get them on. Theo Von, Joe Rogan, the Two Men in a Cave, the Asian and the red-haired guy. You see the same thing, boom, 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 until they completely just wear you out with the same topic over and over and over and over. Oh, look, there's Dana White gambling 21 again, getting kicked out of casino. He's been kicked out of so many casinos. How does he even get to gamble anymore? It's just crazy because a million people click the title because it says kicked out. Well, he's been kicked out of every casino in Vegas. Then, I mean, how does he even gamble if he's been kicked out of every casino? You know, it's just clicks. Aiden Ross there, and it sells, so there's nothing I can say. I'm not jealous or nothing. There's nothing I can really say. I just can't believe people watch the same thing over and over. And then there was the online gambling thing. That was a trend. Now it's looks maxing. Then it was steroids. It was and then every travel YouTuber's got the homeless people or a girl that's half topless that's homeless out there on the clickbait. With the AI, you know, and then it's got the homeless people walking around out front in the city and saying, this city's a dump. And they say the same spiel, and that's okay, and now they're already returning to the same places. Like I forgot his name, Nick something. He's really good, don't get me wrong, but he's already returning. He's already back at the same place as he was. I mean, how many times can you go to Anchorage, Alaska? I mean, I went to the worst spot in Anchorage, Alaska. He's done that 3 or 4 times. I mean, I like him too. He's a cool guy. I get it. It's his job. Go somewhere different. Go somewhere weird. Go somewhere like weird spots, you know? That's why I'd give it to. I wasn't a huge Adam the Woo fan, but I mean, I like him as a person, but at least he did like weird back road stuff where he took you on a ride that was a little different, you know? I mean, you seen like he really had a niche there. I really like the old art and stuff. That's some really cool stuff. I always think about doing that on the side of over here. I look for art and stuff like that, or making my own like a big old Mountain Dew faded stuff. That stuff is so cool. People should do that more. Really should. That'd be a really cool trend, you know, to get like faded, paint it on the side of the house like that and stuff, and make stuff look old school and really cool stuff. I would enjoy that. I'd be a proponent of that. Anyway, I don't even know what else to talk about today. It was a hangover. It was a $2 hangover, and it was fantastic. That was at least an 8. Even the hot dog, the beef hot dogs, when you microwave them like that, even they're good. That hot dog, and I'm not going to lie to you, is probably just as good in the microwave as all that work I put in another video. Just microwave it with a top so that it keeps the moisture and steam in, and call it a day if you don't have time, because it just tastes so good. And all I did was microwave it for a minute and a half. It tastes dang near no different than cooking it in butter, believe it or not, you know? Yep. Anyway, that's the story today. 35-minute video about nothing. About what you could make for a $2 hangover meal. And I was looking for a receipt because I was going to throw it like that goofball over my shoulder. But I spiked a vegetable, remember? So I guess from now on I'll spike something, you know?